long as what's inside isn't damaged, I'm not gonna say a word.
This week, GoPro released their newest model of action camera, the Hero 10 Black. When it comes to GoPros, there's three features we need to talk about: action, low light, and slow motion. This camera allows you to record 240 frames per second at 2.7K resolutions. If you have no idea what this means, instead of recording an image at 1920 by 1080 pixels, you're recording it at 2700 by 1500. This is going to allow you to scale in on your images and them still be considered high definition. Recording in 240 frames per second is like taking 240 pictures every second. It's going to allow you to do slow motion up to 8 times the normal speed without any frame loss or stuttering. This camera can also record 4K at 120 FPS, but the big new feature is being able to record at 5.3K resolution. Now, let's talk about action. So the first thing I want to say is this clip doesn't quite do it justice to how fast I was actually going in it. That being said, it does look pretty high quality, and since I did film it at 4K 120, even if we do slow it down and zoom in, it still looks pretty good. This is 4K 60, honestly, I don't see any difference. Wow, it does not do well in low light. This camera still definitely is not a go-to for low light footage. So if we're shooting in low light, even if it's in the highest quality, once we zoom in, we're gonna notice a good bit of this noise, grain, whatever you wanna call it. So for the pros, obviously the slow motion and the high quality look amazing. And it also seems to sit very well on some of the mounts. Normally it'll fall down. I can't even push it down. The biggest con I've noticed so far is the battery. I've charged it multiple times. Right now it's at 1%. So I was recording in 5.3K, which I think would be the hardest on the camera. But then when I switched to 2.7K to record some slow motion, the battery life went from 25% to about 4%. I thought this was a glitch or something, but every time I switched to mode, the battery would jump literally double digits. And at first, when I was just trying to get out and use the camera, I would let it charge for like 20 minutes, then try and go get a shot, and it would still be just about dead. I don't know, the battery was acting weird, and I looked it up. I wasn't the only person that had this issue. Well, there you have it, folks. I don't know, that time it jumped 11%, but just a minute ago when I turned it on, it jumped from 45% down to 9%. I've heard of like certain modes on a camera or whatever running down the battery quicker, but I've never heard of like it displaying a different battery life. And even if it did, there's no way a certain mode should use the battery 5 to 10 times faster than another mode, especially because it's a lower quality. The only other thing to mention, not related to the GoPro, but if you're filming in these high qualities, Premiere definitely did not like playing these files back. So if you're gonna shoot in some crazy high quality, you're gonna have to create proxies, which are lower quality versions of the files, so that they, otherwise Premiere or whatever editing software will pretty much just lag out. You gotta have a really nice computer to play back 4K video, let alone 5K or 240 frames at 2. But other than that, pretty cool, especially for the size. It is a little bit bigger than the 7. So yeah, we're definitely going to be filming some crazier stuff with this in the near future. But for now, I don't do outros. I just broke my toe. Oh, God.